Hi guys, welcome back to the semester. I hope you all are having a great day. Hopefully you had a good break and you're ready to go for the semester. This video is a review of what we did the first week of class. So that is the week of January 11th until January 14th. So let me go ahead and share my screen and let's get going. So this week, the majority of what we did was talk about what the class was about, give you an idea of what is coming this semester, and then begin our first unit. So let's take a look at this unit. So first, to give you an idea of what we're going to be doing this semester. This semester will be about 5 units long. So we have health, around town, which talks about the community, time, shopping, and work. These numbers are the numbers that the units are in your book. So for each unit, we're going to be using the book. We're also going to be using Burlington English, and we'll be doing a few extra things that I plan for the class. So let's take a look at a few of the things you need to know for class. One of the first things we did is looking at a little bit of grammar practice. So a few people last semester told me that you all wanted to do a little bit more grammar. So I want to get an idea of what we know already and some things that we can still work on. So here you can see 4 sentences. Here we have sentence 1, Mr. Carter enjoy play basketball. Sentence 2, yesterday, I go to the store, buy milk. Sentence 3, it rained, I need to bring my umbrella. And sentence 4, how long you been learn English? Now, hopefully you could notice that there were some problems in those sentences. Those sentences were not grammatically correct. Each sentence has 2 mistakes. Those mistakes could be a problem that there is a word missing or that the form of the word is wrong. So I want you to take a few minutes. You can pause this video and I want you to rewrite those sentences and correct those mistakes. So pause this video and rewrite those sentences to correct those mistakes. All right, let's check those sentences. If you need more time, just pause the video. So sentence 1, there were a few problems in it. So the first problem we see is with the verb. Mr. Carter is one person, and we are using it in the 3rd person. So Mr. Carter enjoys. You have to put that S on the end. So we would say, I enjoy, you enjoy, but Mr. Carter enjoys. And then the second part, we need an ing on play. So he enjoys playing basketball. So the same way we would say Mr. Carter enjoys running or Mr. Carter enjoys painting. We need that ing on play, playing basketball. Now let's look at number 2. Yesterday, I go to the store, buy milk. We take a look at the corrections. Yesterday is in the past, so we need the past of go. Yesterday, I went to the store. And then we need the to there, to buy milk. We use to buy when we talk about the reason for something. So why did he go to the store? To buy milk. Why do you go to school? To learn English. So we need that to. Yesterday, I went to the store to buy milk. Now let's take a look at number 3. Number 3 was a little bit harder, and there were a couple ways you could correct it. So if yours is not exactly like mine, that doesn't necessarily mean it's wrong. So number 3 says, "It rain, I need to bring my umbrella." So let's take a look at my correction. The first thing I did, "it rain" is not correct. So if we're talking about right now, we would say it's raining or it is raining. So when we're talking about the weather, we would say it is raining. Then to connect these two, we need a connecting word. So it's raining. Here I used so I need to bring my umbrella. So connecting those two ideas with a connecting word or a conjunction. So it's raining, so I need to bring my umbrella. This semester, we're going to be working on making longer sentences. So connecting two smaller sentences to make one longer sentence. All right, and then the last one, number 4. How long you been learn English? Let's take a look at the correction. This is a specific type of question. So how long have you been? We need have as a helping verb. This is what we call a perfect. It's a perfect construction. It's a type of grammar that we've worked on. So how long have you been learning? It's a progressive. How long have you been learning English? So it is still happening. You are still learning English. So this tells us you started in the past. How long have you been learning? And it continues to the future, or to the present, excuse me. So started in the past and continues to the present. How long have you been learning English? Okay. It's okay if it's kind of difficult for you. This is just to see how you're doing, see what grammar we know, and what we need to keep working on. So we will be working on grammar this semester. We'll be doing a little bit more practice with it than we did last semester. So get ready for that. It's going to be great. Give you lots of practice so you can start correcting yourself, seeing the mistakes and making those corrections. Now, as we look at the class, I want us to make sure we know what we have to do in class so that we can learn well. Some of the class rules that I've thought of. Number 1, we need to be following all of the COVID guidelines, so all of the COVID rules. That means when we are in the classroom, you need to wear your mask. You need to stay 6 feet apart from each other to make sure we are all safe. If COVID changes, if the school's rules change, our class might have to change a little bit. So be aware of that, and I will let you know if anything changes. The second rule I have, please come to class on time. We only have a certain amount of time in the classroom, and I want to use all of that time to work with your English. So please make sure you are coming to class on time. Let me know if you are going to be absent, so if you will not be in class, or if you are going to be late, so that I know who will be there and make sure that I can plan for everyone. The last one, do any homework given. So if I give you homework, please make sure you are doing it. The reason I do it is so that you can practice outside of class, or we will be using it in class. So if I give you homework, please do it so that we can use it in class and you can practice at home. Now, I want you to be thinking also, what are some rules that you think are helpful for the classroom? We talked about this in class this week, and your classmates, everyone came up with some really good rules. Things like making sure you're respecting everyone in class. We come from different places, we have different ideas, but we have to be respectful of one another. Making sure you are not talking when someone else is talking in class. You need to be able to listen to each other and me. So if someone else is talking in class, you should not be talking. Things like using your cell phone. Do not use your cell phone in class. All of those things we talked about this week, and I have made a list of all of the rules, so ones that I made and some of the ones that we talked about in class, and those are in the classroom so we can remember those. Now, if you have any questions about class, please let me know. You can send me a message on Remind and we can talk about it. So now let's take a look at the unit. So we are beginning our first unit in class, and this is going to be the health unit. So we're going to be doing a few things during our health unit. For vocabulary, we're going to be talking about both mental, so your brain, and physical, for your body, both mental and physical health. Some of the grammar points that we're going to be working on are going to be modals. So those are words like have to, need to, must, ought to. So words that you use to give advice or to talk about things you need to do. And then last thing that we're talking about with grammar, so one of the other main points, are reflexive pronouns. So these are pronouns like myself, yourself, his self, himself, and how we use those to talk about things we do. So the things that you're going to be able to do after this unit. This unit is going to be about 3 to 4 weeks long, probably not 5, 3 or 4, depending on how fast we go. And at the end of that time, you're going to be able to describe some healthy habits. You're going to be able to give advice on how to maintain a healthy lifestyle. And we're going to be doing some reading and writing about healthy practices and things to know about your health. So let's take a look at this word itself. Pronunciation-wise, health is a hard word. So just listen for a second. Health, health. There are 2 parts of this word that are difficult. The first part is the H. So especially for those of you that speak French, the English H is different from the French H. Pay attention when I say this. Health, health. If you put your hand up in front of your mouth, you should feel the air coming out of your mouth. Health, health. It is not elf, it is health. So practice that air coming out. The other part that is difficult is the TH, this TH sound. Your tongue is going to be farther forward in your mouth than you're used to. The TH should come between your teeth. So health, health. Your tongue should be coming outside between your teeth. So one more time, repeat after me. Health, health. Good. If you're having trouble with it, that is okay. This is a difficult word and we are going to work on it. So let's start looking at what health means. We talked about this in class, so let me just share some of the things that we talked about. One of the questions we asked was, what do you think of when you think of the word health? A few things that people talked about were things like exercise, eating healthy food, going to the doctor, things that you would use to stay healthy. Some other things that we talked about in staying healthy were making sure you exercise, you go to the gym, you are sleeping the right amount of time, and you're, again, eating healthy food. So we talked about things like vegetables, fruits, fish, all of those things. And we also talked about who do you use language to talk about your health? Who do you talk to about your health? We talked about people like your doctor, your husband or your wife, maybe your parents, and your friends. So these are some of the people in your life that you're going to be using English to talk about your health with. You probably already use your first language to talk about your health with them, but you can also use English now. So the first thing we're going to do today, we're going to be looking at some Burlington English to practice what it's like to talk to a doctor. So specifically for us, we're going to be looking at talking to a specialist. Talking to a specialist. First of all, what is a specialist? A specialist is someone who studies a specific type of medicine. So that person could be someone like the doctor for children. So a doctor for children is specifically called a pediatrician. If you ever had to go to get someone to look at your heart, that is another type of specialist, like a cardiologist. If you have to go somewhere to get someone to look at your eyes, that is another specialist. They are called an ophthalmologist. If you go to get someone to look at your teeth, what are they called? Good, they are called a dentist. So there are lots of specialists when we talk about doctors. So let me go ahead and share my screen and we'll start talking about this lesson. So we are going to watch a video today where we are looking at a visit to a medical specialist. So we're going to be talking about some medical problems, describing symptoms. What is a symptom? Good. A symptom is something that shows that you are sick or have a problem. Some examples of symptoms could be a headache, a fever, if you have congestion in your nose, if you have pain. All of those are examples of symptoms. So today we're going to be looking at a specific type of specialist, and that specialist is called an orthopedist. An orthopedist. So an orthopedist is someone who works with broken bones. Someone who works with your bones. They have studied bones and figure out what the problem is. Is your bone broken? Is it fractured? Or is it do you just have a sprain? So let's take a look at a little bit of vocabulary. Let's take a look at a little bit of vocabulary. So number one says, if a doctor isn't sure what's wrong, they might give the patient a referral to a specialist. So the word referral, you might recognize the word refer. And a referral is talking about a recommendation to see another doctor. So a referral is a recommendation to see another doctor. We look at number two. If a doctor thinks a patient's bone is broken, they can order an X-ray to see a clear picture of it. The word X-ray, what do you think X-ray means? We look at the last ones, the ones that we have left. What do you think the word X-ray means? Good, it is G, a photograph of the inside of the body. Okay, pause the video here, take a few minutes, and I want you to match the last 5 sentences with the definitions of the bold word. So pause the video and match 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right, if you need more time, you can pause the video again, but let's go over the answers. Prescribe. Which one did you choose for number 3? Number 3 is D, to write what medicine is needed. If a doctor prescribes medicine, they tell you this is the medicine you need. They will write it down and you will take it to the pharmacy. Number 4 is F, when something really hurts. It says Marnie's head was killing her. Nothing was helping her headache. So her head really hurt. So if something is really hurting you, we would say, oh, this is killing me. Number 5, after checking a patient, a doctor makes a diagnosis. Or E, they identify the problem. So they check you and they say, this is the problem. They make a diagnosis. Number 6, doctor needs to examine you. Means he is going to check you carefully. Going to look at the problem and check very carefully. And number 7, you may need to have surgery, is C, when a doctor has to cut into you to fix the problem. So really quickly, let's go through these words. Repeat after me. Referral. Referral. The emphasis is on fur, so you're going to say referral. Number 2, X-ray. X-ray. Prescribe. Prescribe. Was killing her. Was killing her. Good. To make a diagnosis. Make a diagnosis. Let's look at this word here. Diagnosis. Good. Make a diagnosis. Okay. Okay. Examine. Examine. The last one, surgery. 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 Good. Good. Now we're going to watch a video. We're going to watch a video of someone talking to a specialist. And after we watch the video, we're going to look at a few of the questions and answer those to make sure you heard it correctly. So first time we watch this video, take a look at 3 questions we're going to answer. What kind of doctor is the patient visiting? Who sent her to him? And what is her medical problem? So watch the video and answer those questions. Make it bigger.
Hi, Sophia. I'm Dr. Ray. Nice to meet you. I understand you have some pain in your knee.
I do. I went to see my GP, Dr. Parks. She suggested I see an orthopedist.
I see. Well, you've come to the right place. I'm an orthopedist and I specialize in knee injuries. I think I can probably help you with your problem. Dr. Parks sent me a referral. It says that you hurt yourself when you fell off your bike a few months ago. But I'd like to hear more from you about what's going on. Are you in a lot of pain right now?
Yes, my knee hurts a lot.
I'm sorry to hear that. Did Dr. Parks give you a treatment plan when you saw her, and did you follow it?
Yes, she prescribed some painkillers. I took them and they helped for a while, but now I don't have any left and the pain has returned. It's even hard for me to walk right now. Yesterday I tried to walk my dog, but I had to stop because my knee was killing me.
Okay. Well, I can refill your prescription. I can also give you a referral for physical therapy. But before I make any decisions, I think we should figure out exactly what the problem is. I'm going to examine your knee now. Can you please lie down on the table? Okay, Sophia, this might hurt a little bit, but I'll try to make it as quick as possible, all right?
Okay, doctor.
Please bend your left knee. Keep your right leg straight on the table.
Okay.
Can you tell me how that feels? Does that...
Ow, that hurts a lot.
Sorry about that. Okay, that's enough. You can sit up now. I think we're going to have to do a few more tests before I can make a diagnosis. I'm going to order some x-rays. We can get that done here in the office.
Okay. Do you know if I'm going to need surgery?
I'm not sure. Let's wait for the test results, and then we'll know more.
Okay, thanks, doctor.
All right. If you need to watch the video again, that is completely fine. You can always go back and watch it as many times as you need to. So what kind of doctor was the patient visiting? What kind of doctor was he? Okay. Good. He was an orthopedist. So like we talked about earlier in number 2, he is an orthopedist, someone who works with bones, telling her, is it broken? Is it sprained? Is it fractured? So he was an orthopedist. Who sent her to him? I'll write that down, orthopedist. Okay. Who sent her to him? So who said you should go see this orthopedist? It was Dr. Parks. So she also calls Dr. Parks her GP. GP means general practitioner. P-R-A-C-T-I. General practitioner. So a general practitioner is the doctor you go to normally. Sometimes we call them a family doctor, someone that you go to for your physical or just to get checkups as well. So then the general practitioner, or Dr. Parks here, will send you to a specialist. And then what is her problem? What is her medical problem here? Yeah, good. It's her knee. So her knee hurts. Her knee hurts. So a few other questions. And again, if you need to re-watch the video, you can do that at any time to answer these questions. What kind of medication did she already take? So what medication did she take before, and did it help her? So she took what we call painkillers. So painkillers are just like it sounds. They're medicine that helps take away pain. So things like Tylenol or Advil, those are painkillers. Sometimes the doctor will prescribe stronger painkillers if you have more pain. Did they help her? So yes, for a while. So she said they helped but they are gone, and now the pain is back. So that's why she has gone to see the orthopedist. Good. What are some things that the doctor did? What does the doctor do to examine the patient? How does he examine her? So he moves her knee, he bends and twists. Ooh, spelled twist wrong. And I spelled it wrong. There we go. Good, so he moves her knee around, he twists it, he bends it to see where it hurts. Good. One more question. And again, if you need to rewatch the video, no problem. What does the doctor decide to do at the end of the appointment? He says they need more tests. Specifically, he says he wants to get an x-ray so he can see inside, so he can look at the bones and see if her knee, what's wrong with it. Is it broken? Is it fractured? What's the problem? All right, let's look at the next section. Let's look at the next section here. So, there we go. So, watch the video again. So, we're going to watch it one more time, and we're going to look for some details. So, up here it says, when the doctor asks you questions, give detailed answers. You want to make sure you're very clear. The doctor needs to understand exactly what's wrong in order to give you the right help. So we're going to watch the video again together. And I want you to tell me, what details does she give? And there are 4 correct answers here. Does she tell him how much pain she's in? What medication she wants? What treatment plan she was following? Which activity was hard for her to do? What medication she took? Or when she had surgery? So we're going to watch the video again. I'm going to leave this up so you can see it. What does she tell him? What details does she give?
Hi, Sophia. I'm Dr. Ray. Nice to meet you. I understand you have some pain in your knee.
I do. I went to see my GP, Dr. Parks. She suggested I see an orthopedist.
I see. Well, you've come to the right place. I'm an orthopedist, and I specialize in knee injuries. I think I can probably help you with your problem. Dr. Parks sent me a referral. It says that you hurt yourself when you fell off your bike a few months ago. But I'd like to hear more from you about what's going on. Are you in a lot of pain right now?
Yes, my knee hurts a lot.
I'm sorry to hear that. Did Dr. Parks give you a treatment plan when you saw her, and did you follow it?
Yes, she prescribed some painkillers. I took them and they helped for a while, but now I don't have any left and the pain has returned. It's even hard for me to walk right now. Yesterday I tried to walk my dog, but I had to stop because my knee was killing me.
Okay. Well, I can refill your prescription. I can also give you a referral for physical therapy. But before I make any decisions, I think we should figure out exactly what the problem is. I'm going to examine your knee now. Can you please lie down on the table? Okay, Sophia, this might hurt a little bit, but I'll try to make it as quick as possible, all right?
Okay, doctor.
Please bend your left knee. Keep your right leg straight on the table.
Okay.
Can you tell me how that feels? Does that...
Ow, that hurts a lot.
Sorry about that. Okay, that's enough. You can sit up now. I think we're going to have to do a few more tests before I can make a diagnosis. I'm going to order some x-rays. we can get that done here in the office.
Okay. Do you know if I'm going to need surgery?
I'm not sure. Let's wait for the test results, and then we'll know more.
Okay. Thanks, doctor.
All right. So, which of these details did she give? Let's check our answer. If you need more time, just pause the video. She tells him how much pain she's in, what treatment plan, which activity was hard for her to do, so when he examined her, which movement was difficult, and what medication she took. Good. So, let's look at one more set of questions here. Oh, not this one, excuse me. You're going to do a little bit of speaking practice. So let's take a look at some of the specialists that you know. Let's see what you know. So these people have a problem. These people have a problem. So which specialist do they need to go to? The first person says, I have an earache that won't go away. Which specialist should they go to? Good. Should go to an ear, nose, and throat doctor. An ear, nose, and throat doctor. Good. What about the second woman? She says, when I have bad allergies, I have bad allergies. When I'm near cats, my eyes get red and itchy. Which of these doctors should she go to? She should go to an allergist. An allergist. Someone who helps with allergies. Right? What about the next guy? Says, my elbow is killing me. I'm in pain all the time. Okay. So this one is again that orthopedist. So this is the person we just saw with looking at the knee. So here it's talking about the same thing, but with an elbow. And the last one, she says, I have really bad acne. Acne, just like you see, like that. So which of these people should she go to? So this one is the dermatologist, someone who takes care of your skin. All right, the last thing we did in class this week is do a little bit of practice about what you would say at the doctor. So here we have two situations. So together with a partner or by yourself, I want you to create a dialogue and practice a role play conversation between a patient and a specialist. So there are two options for you to choose. The first situation says your elbow hurts. So your elbow hurts and you're in a lot of pain. Your general practitioner gave you painkillers, but the pain returned when you had finished taking them. And the specialist wants you to have an x-ray to see exactly what's wrong with your elbow. So if you choose situation 1, you're going to write a dialogue that talks about all 3 of these. Situation 1 is very similar to the video we watched, so you can use that as an example. Situation 2 says, whenever you go outside in the spring, your eyes get red and itchy. Whenever you go outside in the spring, your eyes get red and itchy. Your general practitioner gave you allergy medicine, but it is not helping. The specialist wants to do some allergy tests to see exactly what allergies you have. So if you choose number 2, your dialogue is going to look a little bit different. You're going to be talking about allergies. So to practice, look at some of the words that we've gone over, listen to the video again, and I want you to write your own dialogue about this. All right, that is everything we did in class this week. So if you missed class this week, you can watch this video, do some of the homework, do some of the practice that we did in class, and you should be ready to go for next week. So let me know if you need anything, and hopefully I will see you bright and early next week. All right, bye guys.